Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. We got something different today. I don't know whether the phone's blurry if it's me. Oh, it was me. Never mind. Y'all see this? 3120. I don't know exactly where them boys found this, but they found this somewhere, and it is in good shape. Actually, the bar and chain. I think that's the OEM bar. It's just been sitting for a long time, apparently. And she won't crank. She won't start, rather. Pull the rope, it'll crank over, but it don't start. So I got up this morning, walked out here, and here's thing laid in the doorway. Homeless. For a homeless chainsaw. They just left it laying. Nah, they didn't. They called me and told me to bring it. But we're gonna take it in, see if we can't get it running. These things can be a real pain to get the carburetor on. So we're going to go ahead and try to get this thing pulled off, y'all. Just top off. Well, you know what? We better do a little bit of inspect the cake. Because he said it didn't run, but that don't mean it ain't getting gas. Because when I got mine, it didn't run. And it was getting gas. So I think we're gonna make sure it's got some fire on the plug. Yep, we got fire. I'm pretty sure he said it bust off on a shot down the carburetor, but I'd rather look at it, you know. That getting it all rebuilt and finding out it don't have no compression ain't no fun. Which has happened to me a few times. Well, sometimes I forget what I'm supposed to do. And I do it wrong. I know some people don't think they ever do anything wrong. Trust me. I do it all the time. Y'all ever pull one of these carburetors off? These little foam things down in these holes, you got to pull them out because there's bolts down in there. If you try to snatch it off of there without doing that, you'll break it. Taking these apart ain't too bad. Putting them back together is a real butthole. It ain't no fun. That's the screw that holds the carburetor on. They are long. They are long. Hey, this one might not be as bad as that young thought. I swear I remembered having a hard time getting mine off. Yeah, Bellhopper used to have a 3120. But a buddy of mine wanted it pretty good, so me and him worked out a deal and I sent it to him. I may not film all of this carburetor, but I'm going to try to put this a whole video. Let's see. Oh, good heavens. These rascals are heavy. Well, let me just go ahead and, instead of running my yapper trap, let's just get this sucker tore down. See what it looks like. Because the longer I sit here and ratchet jaw, the longer it'll take to make this video. The longer it'll take me to upload it, the longer y'all have to look at it. Well, that doesn't feel too bad. Well, that doesn't feel bad. I mean, it's a little bit stiff, but it ain't like stiff. I mean, I would think that would run. I wonder if they just didn't get it primed because the fuel lines. The fuel line was a little bit on the hard side. The diaphragm feels good. I mean, I ain't gonna change it. It feels fine. But we're gonna wash it and change the fuel line, apparently is what we're gonna do. See if we can get it fired off and run it. Oh yeah, we're working. Going back and forth. That fuel line is hard. I mean, it really is. Come here, air hose. For those of y'all that don't know, that's the carburetor. That's a big old rascal. Yeah, this diaphragm and stuff looks good. I mean, it felt stiff while it was on there, but when I pulled it off, it's not. It just had a vacuum on it. I got a feeling it might be in the fuel line. We'll replace it. All right, let me stop it here. I'm gonna put this carburetor back together, and then we'll change the fuel line. All right, we got the carburetor put back together. I'm gonna try to bring y'all in here. I'm gonna have to raise ends up a little bit. Y'all getting a raise. I know. Some silly mechanic jokes. Oh. Let's get this out of the way. Trying to get some of this stuff out of the way. There's a black rubber plug in here. We're gonna pull it up out of there because I think this will make it a little easier to get the fuel line in and out. We're gonna change the fuel line. I don't really want to tear this saw apart no more than I have to, because they can be lots of fun put back together. But we're gonna snap these bolts out of here, because that'll let me open it up just a little bit more. I think it will anyway. I'll just put the hammer handle in there, give her a little twisting. There. That's got him up there where I can actually get through, I think, with my needle nose pliers. If I can get my needle nose pliers out, get everything tangled up. Yep. This fuel line right here is pretty hard. It's stiff, and it wasn't sealing well on the end. I cleaned my table up some the other day, so everything's kind of there, but sort of got stuff here and there and everywhere. That big old fuel filter out there. Ha ha! Never have it. I'm gonna blow the fuel filter off. This all looks about like a new one inside and out. Weighted fuel line, fuel filter. Yeah, that sucker's pretty hard. I hope this line right here will fit it. I think it will. Anybody that shrinks in at all, it ain't gonna fit. We can get this a little bit bigger stuff. That's probably hard to get in there. Probably be better. Probably be better. Give her a little trimming back. I wish that Kershaw would get me my spring sent in for my other knife so I could switch back to it. I get my utility scissors that's laying behind the camera. These work a little better. I think y'all have seen me do this before, but try to show you again. Catch the fuel line like that. When you go to put it in there, it makes it a lot easier. Get the majority of it in there. Might have to get the big needle nose. See if I can reach up in there and get a hold of it. Get it out of the way. I have to move y'all back just a hair. There we go. That's how you get the fuel line in. Then, unfortunately, you just cut off that piece you had left. Fuel must filter back on there. Throw him back in the hole. Pull pull some of that back through. Get it out of the way. That should be good enough. Put that back over there. Exactly the same spot it was laying on whenever I picked it up. I got a box over there with a fuel line in it. That's what I was aiming for, but I missed. Hopefully this one. There's the box. As hard as some of these are to get in, I'd rather pull a little bit, bust through there and throw it in the trash than I would to get there and not have quite enough to go. So remember that when you're doing that. That's how you put the fuel line in. Where are we at? We're at 8 minutes again. All right. I'm going to put the carburetor back on and I'll bring you back because I know y'all going to want to hear it run. We probably ain't cutting the wood with it, but we're going to crank it. All right, everybody. Got the carburetor back on. Got the plug back in. We'll put the wire back on. I pulled her up a few times. I have not cranked it. But I think I got a little bit of fuel up here in the carburetor. I might have got it primed. So I'm going to try it without the choke on first. See if it busts off. I believe she's going to run. Alright, I don't know whether we're going to make no cutting video with this one or not. I think he's wanting it back pretty quick, so we got it running. I'm going to give him a call and tell him it's running, and I'm going to start uploading this video because, like I say, I'm pretty sure, I think he's wanting it back as soon as he can get it back. So, well, that's it, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy that. I know it wasn't really informative, but you sort of got to see what I was doing. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. I got to get some stuff done here, so y'all have a good day. Appreciate you. Y'all be kind to each other. Treat each other how you want to be treated. Remember that. Bellhopper out.